Welcome to newlytrading.com. News on some of the newest publicly traded companies on the TSXV, OTC, and on the CSE exchanges. Newly Trading is brought to you by thenewswire.com, the most affordable newswire service in North America. Get started with your free trial. Today we're talking with Raj Grover, founder and CEO of HITI Inc., trading symbol HITI on the CSE exchange. Good morning, Raj.
Good morning, Jim.
Let's start with maybe you giving us a little history of HITI Inc. and how it all started.
Sure, Jim. Thank you for having me on your show. HITI started about 9.5 years ago with a single store, tiny little store in Calgary that was selling smoking accessories. And, right after Smoker's Corner, which was selling smoking accessories, we quickly turned this into a distribution. We started a distribution company under the RGR banner. So, we already had 3 locations opened at that point, and we were like, why just retail this when we have the ability to manufacture and import these accessories, and the margins are tremendous. And that's the reason why RGR was born. And following RGR, we started Famous Brandz, which is also a manufacturer, wholesaler, and retailer of licensed smoking accessories, which is pipes, bongs, vaporizers. We have upwards of 4,200 SKUs between RGR and Famous Brandz. And then our most ambitious and our latest rollout was Canna Cabana, which is a chain of cannabis retail outlets. We have 4 locations opened in Alberta, and we've secured over 31 permits on top of the 4 locations we have. We also have a few locations tied up in Ontario, close to 20. So that is the full story of HITI. We are the largest counterculture chain in the country. We're a global manufacturer of cutting-edge smoking accessories. We're a national distributor to retailers across the nation, and we're one of the most sophisticated, fully integrated cannabis enterprise in the country.
So the cannabis space is obviously popular, but it's starting to get crowded in the public markets, and it sounds like HITI has taken a downstream approach, that you're not getting into being a licensed producer. Is that kind of the focus of your strategy in moving forward?
That's correct, Jim. We're actually only downstream, at least in Canada. We have no interest in becoming a licensed producer in Canada, but we've got that downstream value chain completely covered. So we brand, we manufacture, we get licenses that also get used on accessories. So we're the manufacturers, the wholesalers, and the retailers of smoking accessories. And now with the addition of cannabis, with our Canna Cabana rollout, we had that completely vertically integrated downstream cannabis chain.
So what are the next milestones for you guys?
We're very excited about the future, and we are obviously planning to grow organically as well as acquire strategic businesses. We just put out a press release stating that we have signed on the acquisition of Grass City, which we're about to actually close today. Grass City is one of the world's most it's the most popular online retailer of smoking accessories, and they have as many SKUs as almost what HITI does currently, but they were just distributors and we're manufacturers, so it's a perfect marriage. That's one of the businesses that we're excited about going forward, and we're also constantly looking at new acquisitions in the market.
Thanks, Raj, and all the best with HITI Inc. That was Raj Grover, founder and CEO of HITI Inc., trading symbol HITI on the CSE exchange. For more information on their company, you can go to hitidinc.com. That's it for this episode of newlytrading.com, the podcast. News on some of the newest publicly traded companies on the TSXV, OTC, and on the CSE exchanges. Newly Trading is brought to you by thenewswire.com, the most affordable newswire service in North America. Get started with your free trial. Newlytrading.com and this podcast are solely intended for information purposes. If you're considering investing in securities, always consult a professional advisor. I'm Jim Ripley.